On Wednesday, January the 18th, 2017, I received a call from Mr. Mohammed Ibu at Oriental Star Agencies in Birmingham, one of the oldest South Asian record stores and labels in the UK. Uncle Ayub had been an old friend of my grandfather and father since the 1970s, and I had approached him to take part in a heritage project looking at the history of South Asian youth culture some years before. In the call, he told me that if I wanted anything from the shop as part of the heritage project, that I should come straight away, as they only had days before having to move out the premises at short notice. As there was no immediate transport available, I called my family who run a food business to ask if I could borrow one of the freezer vans that were normally used to supply halal foods to local schools. One of the drivers was on his way back from delivery and agreed to come and save what he could. Over the following days, I made 3 trips to the shop and collected those items that had the most significance for the future. Together with friends and family, we have documented the process of saving this archive, and a lot of the shop's history became the basis of a new project that archived the records for the future and collected the variety of stories, responses and memories that represent the South Asian diaspora at the time inside and outside the UK. This short film is a first document tracing what happened and how a project came about to create a library of some of the original records and objects that were saved that day. These included paintings, awards, equipment, VHS videos and numerous other items, including one of the largest South Asian record collections in the country. This collection was used in a variety of different radio programs, and inside the collection are different rarities from live shows in Trinidad to limited edition remixes and records that date back to partition of India and Pakistan. As well as playing records for the main radio request show at Pebble Mill, there were many other events organised, such as live mehfils, concerts and events, like the Asian Music Competition concerts at the Birmingham Town Hall, live qawwalis and bhangra shows. As we discover more about the history of the archive, it has been inspirational to see what the next part will be in excavating these performances and these events in Birmingham and the UK, and to see what people were doing and what they remember of that time for them. The animations that accompany this film are the beginning of the artistic interpretation of the collection. These works are just the beginning, but they will re-remember and create new works with more artists and artists in the future. The project is funded and supported by the Heritage Lottery Fund.
There were no music records available here, no cassette players available here. So they didn't have any means of entertainment except to go art battle shows. And there were 2 cinemas in our vicinity. Balsami's Road, where I bought the shop. It was 143 Balsami's Road, and about 175 Balsami's Road there was a cinema, another cinema. And then there was the cinema in Blue Street, Triangle Cinema. And they used to show Pakistani films. And when they finished their wedding shows, they used to open 7 days a week. And they used to come after the cinemas, asking for the music from those films. And it wasn't available. Couldn't do anything. But ultimately I realized that there is a need for this to promote our music and promote our culture. But in 71, I remember, I was approached by EMI in London. They wrote me a letter. They said, Radio Birmingham, which was set up in 1971 in Birmingham. broadcasting started locally. He said, we want to start a radio program for Asians. And by then there was only one other program in the country, which was the national program on BBC Radio 4, half an hour radio program. Not playing there so many years ago, there was half an hour television program and half an hour radio program. And Sleep Shahid and Mahinda Kaul used to present this program. And that's how it started on 4th of July 1971, 15 disc programs, hardly 3 songs. And that program started 15 days, but they started getting loads of requests. There was no other local radio program country at that time. This was the first local radio program, BBC radio program. And within a couple of weeks, they asked us to do it half an hour because they used to get sackfuls of letters, and the postman who used to keep the post was a waste. All of a sudden they started that was on 3 frequencies, 95.6 FM, 4058 BD and 8 to 8 BD.